Arthur Jones joining us here on the show. All right, so we apologize for the technical issues, Art, but I guess let's get back to this initiative and how you got hooked up with Ed and putting on this first Skills Academy in Pulaski. How excited are you for this academy to get started?
Yeah, man, I'm super excited to be able to give back to this community and and to do it with Ed is even better. Ed's one of my best friends, a loyal friend. Me and his son, Roland, share the same birthday, and he's a stand-up guy. If there's anything he asked me to do, I would do for him, and it's vice versa. I'm sure he would do the same for me. He approached me with the idea of putting on a camp, and I was like, dude, wherever you need me, however, I'm there. And so this is where we are now. And we'll be at, I believe, Pulaski High School coming up here pretty shortly. And I'm excited, man, just to get back to the community, teach these young kids the assignment, technique, and fundamentals of the game. A lot of guys are going out here and really, a lot of kids think they know the game already, tackling with their heads down. They see stuff they see on TV. And I feel like fundamentals are taken away from the game. And it starts at a young age. So to sit down with these kids and break down film and break down how to tackle, proper way how to wrap up is huge, and all the knowledge that I've learned throughout the years to pass that along to the next generation is huge.
You touched on it right there. Ed was mentioning that the target for this Skills Academy is, 7th graders through 12th graders, so basically high school age kids. What do you hope they take out of this? What do you hope they learn and understand by the time the camp's over?
Yeah, pretty much, like I said, alignment, assignment, technique. Those the fundamentals of the game, the proper way how to eat, how to take care of your body, what to put in your body, and pretty much how to be a leader. It's more than football. It's life skills that carry on that's going to be taught as well.
I would assume that you follow Cuse football to this day, Art. Do you still watch Dino Babers in the Orange, and if so, what are your thoughts on where the program is as they head into the 2023 season?
Absolutely. I keep a close eye on it with Syracuse football, and I'm excited to watch those guys this year. I didn't see how they did in the recruiting this year, but I'm sure Dino Babers has a strong class coming up. And I believe the guys that he has there now, all those guys has brought in to the program, those guys who want to be there. And I'm excited for those guys to make a huge splash this year in the ACC.
What's this time of year like for a college football player going into camp? What do you do to get ready, and what is expected of you at this time?
Yeah, your anxiety is high, pretty much. There's a lot of things that are going through your head. Preparation. Did I do the necessary things this off season? What classes am I taking? What's my girlfriend doing? It's an exciting time. Yeah. I don't know if that answers your question or not.
Yeah. What do you think is realistic for Syracuse football, Art, moving forward? When this program was humming along in the 80s and 90s and even, into the early 2000s. It was bowl game every year, and it was, be ranked in the top 25 more often than not. And obviously in the last 20 years or so, the program's gotten away from that. What is realistic for, where you think Syracuse should be?
You know what? The sky's the limit for that team. They got a lot of great athletes. They're getting the recruits that they need to get in there. I feel like Syracuse for so long has been a tough place to recruit. With now these new NIL deals and just the culture, these guys buying into the program, and now we have the state-of-the-art equipment to be able to compete with the Oregons, the Alabamas, the Ohio States. So I'm excited to see what these kids do with the amazing tools that they have now.
Can you bring everybody up to date on what you're up to these days besides, obviously coaching and training?
Yeah, so I own a wellness center in Fayetteville, New York. It's called the Recovery Lounge. We have cryotherapy, infrared saunas, float tanks, and then also me and my fiance, we're doing a bunch of real estate. And then we're also starting a new project here shortly. I don't know if you heard of the getaway cabins, like the tiny homes.
Yeah, yep.
So we're going to bring that somewhere to the Syracuse area. So we're excited about that project as well.
Nice. Well, congratulations on all your success. And we got to ask you about your brothers. How's everything going for Chandler and John?
They're getting ready to rock and roll. John has a fight coming up November 11th, I believe. believe, against Stipe Miocic for the heavyweight title. And then Chandler is going on year 12 of the NFL season. He's back healthy. He's fired up. I just talked to him about 30 minutes ago. FaceTime when he was all sweaty training and preparing himself for this upcoming year.
Year 12, man. Where does the time go?
I got a question. Right? I got a question for you too. Something came up on our show earlier about. Did you ever watch a movie as a kid that kind of ruined you? It was, maybe your parents told you not to watch it. It's too scary. Was there a movie that scared you as a kid that you regret watching?
Man, Chucky used to do it for me. The Chucky dog.
That's a good answer.
It's funny now if you watch it now, but as a kid, man, it had me literally looking at the edge of my bed, jumping from my bed to the bathroom. That was it for me.
That's funny.
How about you?
That's funny.
I saw the movie Phantasm. Steve won't admit to us what the movie is.
Everybody's got one, though. Everybody's got one.
That's awesome.
Which makes me think it's a movie you probably shouldn't be scared of. That's why he's
there might be some truth to that.
What's the name of it again? I'm going to have to check that one out.
Yeah, right. No, we're not. I said we're not talking about it. We're not talking about it. Listen, Art, as we circle back here to the beginning, as we were talking about this Skills Academy, just remind everybody, how can they sign up? Like, if they want to get their kid involved, where do they go? How do they get it done?
Yeah, so I believe there's a website. I'm going to have to add the name of the website. I should know this. I'm kind of embarrassed that I don't. But there's a website, or you can email me at artjones97 at gmail.com, and I can get all the answers you guys need answered.
3dimensional.training is the website.
Okay, there you go. Thank you, Paulie. And listen, Art, it's a great thing you're doing for this community. Keep up all the good work and continued success to you. And good luck with the Skills Academy, and hopefully we can talk again down the road.
Thank you, sir. I look forward to it. Thanks for having me on.
All right. Arthur Jones, our guest on the show, along with Ed Dixon.
I wanted to ask him if we could put you in one of those cryogenic things because you hurt yourself doing yoga. But
yoga came up on Bridge Street
today.
today.
I held myself back.
So they do yoga at the zoo with the elephants. We had the zoo on today. We were talking about that.
We talked about the yoga elephants before.
I know.
They weigh tons and they can do it, but you can't.
And so Iris said, she's like, oh, we should go out and do that. I was like, well, I got hurt with chair yoga, so maybe pump the brakes on that. All right, we're going to take a time out. We're back after this.